Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're all having a fantastic day, and today's a very special day. The channel just hit 100 videos. Yes! I'm so happy that the channel has hit 100 videos. It's so crazy to think that we've come this far as a community and as a channel. Just real quick, before I get into today's video, I want to make something very clear. I'm not doing this video to show off. I'm not doing this to rub all my stuff in your face like it's actually something impressive to show off in the first place. But I'm not rubbing my stuff in your face just to kind of show off and be like, ooh, I'm so special, I have all this, look at me, I'm so great. I don't want that impression to come off when I make this video. The reason I am making this video is not only to say thank you and to do something special, but it's also just to give you guys a better feel of where I am when I'm recording my videos, where I sit and how I record my videos, just so you can get a better feel, almost get to know me a little bit better. So I thought this would be a very interesting video to make, and yeah, let's just get straight into it and see how it goes. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about, because it needs to be addressed, is what I am gaming on. And that's right, it is not a desk. No, it is a dresser, actually. What I did is I just took the dresser, I pulled one of the drawers out, and I put a metal board on top of the drawer and laid some cloth on top of it, and it provided a nice little desk space, as you see. And then I can put all my stuff on it, and it's not too bad, actually. It's really nice. It works. I don't need the latest and greatest. I just need what works, and for now, this works. And as for what I'm sitting on, it's literally just an old dining room chair that my parents owned when I was like 5 years old, and it's now a gaming chair. Again, gaming chair. It's not the best chair by any extent of the imagination, but it works, and that's all I need. I need what works. So yeah, moving on to the very first thing, and that is my headphones. What kind of headphones do I use? These are HyperX headphones, and I picked them up at GameStop for about 60 to 70 bucks, or was it $80? I can't remember. I think it was like 60 to 70 bucks, and they're not too bad, actually. They're really decent. They provide some really good sound quality. They're super comfortable, and they have like this leather padding on the sides, and same with up top on the rim there, and it's really nice. And I have my own little rack where I can put my headphones here. I'll get into the story of this rack actually real quick. I took this old sheet of metal and literally just attached it to the dresser, and it works. It's kind of ghetto, but you know what? It's fine. It works, actually. It's really nice. The whole reason I put it there is so I have a place to put this microphone stand, and I accidentally made a headphone rack when I did that. Happy accident. Happy little tree. Happy little accident. If you don't know who Bob Ross is, you don't know what I'm talking about, and I sound like a crazy person. So moving on to what's attached to that metal piece is the newer microphone stand. It's a adjustable microphone stand. I'm not going to touch it or move it right now because it's in the perfect position, just right where I want it. And more importantly, what's attached to this microphone stand is my Audio Technica AT2035. This is a bit of a more high quality microphone that I picked up very recently, and I've been extremely happy with the quality that it's been producing. I got the Audio Technica AT2035 instead of the 2020 because it picked up a little bit more bass, and I am all about bass. I'm all about that bass. I'm sorry, I had to make the joke. I'm sorry. That's why I like the Transformers movies so much, because you know the explosions and everything. What's holding the microphone is the little shock mount that came with it, and there's nothing much to say about that. It's a shock mount, it holds the microphone, and it does a great job doing so. What's attached to that is the little pop filter that I have right here. I desperately needed a pop filter because I was getting so sick and tired of my breath just hitting the microphone and making this horrible wind noise whenever I would speak. So yeah, I got myself a pop filter. And as you can see, it is an XLR microphone, not a USB, so I have that running all the way up the microphone stand, wrapping around there a couple of times, and it hooks directly into the mixer right here. This is a Scarlett 2i2 Focus, you bitch. There we go. This is a Scarlett 2i2. You can actually get 2 microphones plugged in if you want. And yeah, that's what gives my microphone all the phantom power and whatnot. And speaking of microphones, you guys used to listen to, this is actually what it looks like when I sit down, by the way. You know, game capture running, everything. That's Rainbow Six Siege running in the background. But anyway, what you guys used to be listening to was a Blue Snowball microphone. Now, this I use to communicate with my friends now. What I do is, for those of you who don't know, I am a console gamer. And what I have here is this USB Blue Snowball microphone that goes all around through here, and it's hard to see, but it goes directly into my PS4, and that's what my friends listen to when I speak. So I kind of speak into 2 microphones. One you guys are listening to, which is the Audio Technica, and my friends get to hear me through the Blue Snowball. So moving on to the video side of things, this is my Insignia 32-inch TV. It's 1080p. Nothing too crazy to write home about, but it's pretty nice. That's Rainbow Six Siege running in the background right there. And how I record the gameplay is with this little box right here. This is the Elgato HD60. It's all wrapped around my TV, nice and neat, and I'm super proud of that. And what it does is it goes all the way around that way, all the sexy cables as you can see, and it hooks directly into my MacBook Air. And that's the Elgato software you see running right now. I just want to quickly say, this MacBook Air, I would not be able to do any of the YouTube stuff that I do without this MacBook Air. This MacBook runs everything. Recording my face, recording the audio, recording the gameplay, editing, rendering, uploading, the thumbnail making. I go to my Twitter account on this thing. This old Betsy here does everything, and I'm super happy for it, and I'm super grateful for it, because without this laptop I would not be able to run the YouTube channel at all, which is kind of crazy to think about. So if this laptop ever breaks, we're kind of screwed. And how I get my face cam in all of my videos is right here. This is the Logitech C920. It records 1080p, which is pretty nice. Thumbs up for that. And what it's sitting on top of is the PlayStation camera, which is what I use to record VR and stuff like that. So nothing really I can't go into detail on the cameras, but I will show you how I record my face a little bit later on in the video. So yeah, I'll show you that later. And what they're on top of is literally just a Blue Snowball box. You don't need a microphone stand. You don't need a whole lot of high quality stuff, just what works. And right now what works is this little box that I have it all set on, which is really nice. And moving on to something that probably a lot of people may not care about is the PS4. This is my honey. This thing right here. This little PS4 is everything that I game on. And one thing that I'm really proud of, because it took me a long time to do, was I got the hard drive in the back of the PS4. This is interesting, trust me. I got the hard drive in the back of the PS4. It was a 500 gigabyte one, and I replaced it with a 1 terabyte, and now I can hold so many games on this PS4, and it's so awesome. I don't have to worry about making space or anything like that, at least not yet anyway. I can still just download games freely as I please. And the little box on top of here is what the VR thingy is hooked up to. This is the processor unit for the VR. As you can see, the cables run all the way down here. All the cables on the floor, and it goes directly up to the VR headset, which I have right here, right alongside the spot where I keep all my games. Put off on the side. And these are the PlayStation Move controllers that I use for Fruit Ninja and things like that. That was a fun video to make. Fruit Ninja was such a fun video to make. I had such a good time with that. VR is really awesome, by the way. Just so you know, if you are thinking about getting a VR headset and haven't done it already, you should probably do it. It's insane. VR is crazy. I can't even describe how it feels, other than you feel like you're just literally right there in the game. And yeah, that about concludes the entire gaming setup tour thing. Again, not the most high quality, but it works, you know, it works. And by the way, that's my light right there. That's just a standard lamp that I use that kind of clips onto the side of the dresser there. Okay, so on to how I record all of my videos. I'm going to show you how I set up my face cam. I'm going to show you how I sync up all of my gameplay, and I'm gonna show you how I do things. So first things first, I get my game up and rolling just like so, and then I go on over here to my computer where I have the game capture software running. And before I start game capture, before I actually start recording, believe it or not, I actually use QuickTime Player on this Mac to record my face cam. Let me exit out of that real quick. What I do is I click down here to new movie recording, pull that straight up like so, and as you can see, here we are in the camera. Oh yeah. So what I'll do here, I'm trying to get this all on video and operate the little, not really keyboard, little touchpad thing at the same time. It's kind of hard. I'm gonna minimize that just a little bit, bring it down. Actually, I guess I could bring it up a little bit for you guys. So once you have your face cam rolling up right here, what I'll do is I'll click this little arrow right here, and I'll make sure that the microphone setting is selected to the Scarlett 2i2. Now, the weird thing about QuickTime Player is whenever I'm using an XLR microphone instead of a USB microphone, I only hear the audio come out of one ear, which is really weird. So I'll use the audio from this video recording just to sync everything up, and that'll make sense in just a minute, but I'll show you, don't worry. So once I have that up, so believe it or not, I actually record my voice with Audacity. And what I'll do is I'll do just like this. Wait, hold on, I gotta turn on Phantom Power, just like that. Boom. Oh, Phantom Power. And we'll go just like this. Now you can see right here, actually, just like that, you can barely see that the XLR microphone is picking up audio from me talking right now, just barely, because that's all the way over there. So what I'll do is I'll turn that on. Now click Audacity, and I'll turn that on, and it's all recording now. You can actually see the audio waves going just like so. And what I'll do is I'll try to sync everything up on some sort of a noise, some sort of a cue, I guess. I'll go like 3, 2, 1, and snap, or 3, 2, 1. I'll do a clap, or ready, get, set, go, or hee hi ho, no, like whatever, just anything to kind of sync it all up. And I'll take the audio recordings from both and make sure that they align just perfectly, and that's how I can get my audio matched up with my face cam so it actually looks like I'm speaking English and everything's not in a 45-second delay. And then after that, what I'll do is I'll click record on my game capture, and I'll kind of sit down and I'll announce it to the camera. I'll say, okay, game capture sync up, and what I'll do is I'll kind of do a movement on screen. I'll kind of go right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, just like that. And I'll sync that up with my face cam and my audio recording. So a little confusing to explain, a little difficult, but that's how I get everything all nice and synced together, and that's how I record my videos. And I'll just record maybe about an hour from there, and I'll take everything into editing, edit it down, render it up, and then we're good to go. So yeah, I think that about does it for my little setup tour. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I think I went over everything. I think I showed you guys everything that I use to record my videos. So hopefully you all enjoyed this video, and hopefully we can continue to make really amazing videos in the future, because 100 videos is great and all, but we're not stopping there. So anyway, thank you everyone so much for watching, and until next time, have a nice day, and I will see you in the near future. Ow.
Hey geeks, I bring a message from the future. There's a new revolution heading to computers. It's 73, but it won't be too long till we can get the TV to play a game of Pong. But it's time to break out of the house. The crazy days of space invaders await us, arcade potatoes. Swap the shooting range for computer games, arcade renaissance, pre-8-bits booming days. A new decade, welcome to the